How would you prove that the employee is lying about being sick? A way that an employee may come across as not being truthful is, for example, if it is every Friday that the employee is sick, or every Monday that the employee is sick. When there's a pattern of behavior that may discredit true events of being sick, and when this pattern repeats in a way that is just questionable, then one could have concerns and one could ask questions. You could ask for a doctor's note to highlight what is at stake. Now, employers are not allowed to ask for a diagnosis, but what they are allowed to ask is, what can we do as an employer to make your life easier given your disability? So that's where the functional abilities form comes in. And that's when the doctor will fill in what the employee can and cannot do and what their limitations are. And that's where the employer would then be able to try to make it work as much as they can. But is there, one way or ways to prove that an employee is sick? No. If your employee calls in sick and they have social media and they're posting on social media that they're at the beach, it's tricky to say that you are in fact sick if you are at the beach. That said, there are scenarios where employees have, for example, mental health issues, and it's prescribed to them by their doctor to take a day off and go to the beach. Just because you see an employee at the beach doesn't mean they're not in fact sick, and doesn't mean they don't in fact get accommodation. Honestly, I would say whenever there's a concern that has to do with disability, proceed with extra caution and don't turn around and terminate right away. Investigate, ask for doctor's notes to justify the absences. Those are perfectly legitimate, but always remember never to ask for a diagnosis. That is not something that an employee should give you at all.